Hi, my name is Jeremy Barker, and I'm a PR representative who's going to be representing you in assessing your scandals and the threat they could potentially pose to your career. The way I'm going to be doing this is by determining the beginning of our current crisis, as well as assessing the severity of the situation. I will also be introducing ways to counteract any negative effects of the triggering events. These are the results of what I found. Something that I wanted to do was I wanted to let you know that I was knowledgeable in your career. So I went ahead and I created a small biography to let you know that I would be a qualified and capable PR representative for you. Tristan Trevor James Thompson is a Canadian-American professional basketball player for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's also played for many other teams though, including the Chicago Bulls, the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Sacramento Kings. He began his professional playing career in 2011 for the Cavaliers, which he eventually later returned to in 2023. His professional career may have begun in 2011, but he has always had an avid interest in basketball, playing in both high school and in college. He was eventually picked first round, 4th overall, and later, after the start of his career, he met Khloe Kardashian. The two eventually became romantically involved, and they started dating and had an on and off relationship from about 2016 until 2019, where the beginning of our current crisis starts. After conducting some research to determine the beginning of our current crisis, I was able to discover that the first major scandal that happened in your career started in February of 2019. This is when news broke of you and Kylie Jenner's at the time best friend Jordan Woods making out at a party. Now, you probably remember this caused a worldwide scandal so public that almost everyone today still remembers it. This resulted in your original breakup with Khloe until you guys eventually decided to reconnect in 2020 for the sake of your daughter. Now, as Khloe slowly appeared to be moving on from this crisis, you and Khloe decided to get secretly engaged behind the scenes, and you didn't let anybody know. And all appeared to be well until your personal trainer, Marilee Nichols, came forward, and she revealed that she was in fact pregnant with your baby in December of 2021. You actually later confirmed this about a month later and confirmed that you are the father of your son, Theo. All of this happened among other infidelity accusations, and Khloe was very publicly hurt, and the fans seemed to have came to her defense. She later admitted that she was almost numb to the announcement, and she later felt that something was already wrong. After the incident, you have actually displayed multiple attempts to make amends and move forward to be able to have a good co-parenting relationship with Khloe. Fast forwarding just a little bit, you guys actually have a very good co-parenting relationship today. You guys have even came to an agreement where you and your brother Amari move in with Khloe until you guys can get adjusted into your new home. But speculation is still happening whether you and Khloe will get back together or continue your co-parenting relationship as it is and move forward with different romantic partners. Now, one of the reasons why this is so unclear is because Khloe's mother, Kris Jenner, recently came out and was sort of implying that something more is going on. This is something that Kardashian has actually denied. Based off of evidence from our threat opportunity matrix that we conducted last week, the current public situation is still not that good. We still have bad headlines coming out from high-profile media outlets stating things like Tristan Thompson slammed by first son's aunt, calling him a bad father. We also have another one stating that Tristan Thompson accused of ignoring his oldest son, appalling and inexcusable behavior. All of these things have been coming out within the past 2 weeks. But based off of evidence from our past threat opportunity matrix, public opinion is actually slowly improving, with former headlines stating things like Khloe Kardashian crushed by Tristan Thompson cheating again, and Khloe Kardashian had originally given her second child her last name, but after the scandal, she later changed it to Thompson. Now, what I mean is when I say good guy behavior is something that I feel like you've been doing this season on the Kardashians Hulu show is you've been able to show yourself in a more positive light, and I feel like this has been very positive in helping your career. Some other things that I feel like you should do, though, is you should try to do some more charity work and some other things that you could use to direct the narrative to the public that you've learned some good lessons in your life, and this is so that people won't be able to use these mistakes against you as often or as effectively. Now, some other ways that I think that we could do this is by continuing to support your brother and maintaining guardianship over him. And you should also attempt to have more positive relationships with your children outside of your current one with Chloe, because I feel like a good father is something that nobody can hate. I also feel that time is the biggest healer, and that even works in someone's career. As long as you manage to stay out there and continue in the public eye, which I feel like that you have, you also need to continue learning from your mistakes and bettering yourself. And I feel like that the path forward will definitely be very good. Now, something that I've done to measure the results of our implemented strategies is I've conducted a future threat opportunity matrix. Now, what that is supposed to do is it's supposed to assess the potential results of what could occur if you decide to follow one of our paths or ignore one of our paths. Now, if the client decides to move on from Chloe and pursue other women at this stage, I've determined that the general public could be left with a negative perception of not fighting for your family or your children, but I feel like you could curb some of the negative effects of this by maintaining a positive, friend relationship with Chloe and her family. But if you do decide to continue working on your relationship with your family and Chloe, and even reconnect with some of your other children, I've determined that the public will most likely forgive and even redeem your past infidelities. But I fear that if you decide to ignore my advice, your basketball career and your public perception could be drastically affected, and the effects of this may be permanent. You could potentially lose the contract Chloe's mother, Chris, has helped you get, and with that being said, I hope you choose to follow our advice, and I feel that the path forward will be a lot more positive, and your basketball career is sure to flourish with even more potential opportunities. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Get back to me as soon as you can. Thank you.